I got a few moments. I got about 30 minutes. And I want to jump on real quick before the Gemini moon was over with. So let's get it started before I be ran out of time. Never mind, get out of my business. But yeah, nah, I'll keep it to myself. What's up, y'all? Oh, I thought I left my damn astrology deck at home. Let's start off with the Astro deck. I do know that the moon is in Gemini on the 23rd degree, and Cancer is in the sun on this. I don't know what the fuck wrong with this tablet, bro. This is where I got my This is where I have the transits at in my daughter's tablet, and it's tripping. Okay, what's up, whoever that is in the chat? What it do? Let me put up the transit chart real quick, cause I got it right here. Oh man, don't tell me they say. You know how them children do. They put 500,000 weak dumbass apps in they shit with viruses on them, and then the shit don't work no more. So fuck it. I was looking for my other phone, but I couldn't find it. This shit. Anyway, what it do, y'all? Let's see. Venus at the bottom of the deck. Damn, I need my chart up. Hold on. I don't really need it up. I would like to have it up. Let me see, gallery. Let me see if it's saved though. It allowed me to take. Yeah, it did save. Okay, I was gonna say it allowed me to take the damn picture, so it should have saved. So Venus is in Taurus. Oh, that's right. It's on the 19th degree. Mars is in Virgo. It's a good time for you to work on shit and be like, actually get the shit done during this time, which I've been playing. I've been. What up, Misa? What up, Xavier? I've been bullshitting today. I have been. I deserve one bullshit day, but today should have been a day because all the energy that we got going on, like the moon is in my sign, Mars is in Virgo. I got a lot of shit I need to do at the house, and then this is Cancer season, so it could be a lot of stuff at the house that need to get done. We're remodeling at the moment. Hey, like my chat, y'all. Like my chat. Like my live, please. We're remodeling at the moment right now. But in order to remodel, you got to organize and get. Well, you don't have to, but it's wise to organize the shit and throw away stuff. That's the best time to do that. And with Cancer being in the sun, like if I want to correlate that, it's kind of like you organizing your emotions and putting things in their prospective places regarding stuff that emotionally trigger you or emotionally affect you, or things or emotions that you would like to feel. Set life up so that those things can actually happen. Cancer came out in the sun. What I want to say about that, I didn't really have nothing specific, like ain't nothing hit me to be like, oh, you need to talk about this. I just felt the need to get on. In the second house, Taurus being in Venus right now, that's, second house is Taurus vibes. That's your resources, your valuables. And see, Cancer being a home, and I was talking about reconstructing in a home. It's good to organize stuff, especially if you give a fuck about it. And if you're reconstructing something and you're trying to put work onto something, obviously you care about it. So let's not act like you don't when you're actually in the process, out of frustration or out of like ready to get the shit over with. My lips dry as fuck, and my children play with all my chapstick, bro. Yeah, I don't got none. Ah, damn. Anyways, what was I saying? If you actually give a fuck enough to reconstruct something, whether it be your home, whether it be your relationship that you have with people, like you can have a relationship with somebody and the emotional basis of the relationship is not like pleasable to you. You can reorganize that right now if you give a fuck about it enough. And if you give a fuck about it enough to reorganize, well, not reorganize, but reconstruct these things and remodel these things, then you should care enough about it to take care of the items or the conversation that could be had at the moment, in the moment. Like, don't be like, well, fuck it, I don't want to talk about it no more. No, it may be important for you to talk about it if you're actually trying to reconstruct some shit. Now, let's see. Let me get one more card from the Astro deck real quick. I appreciate y'all in the chat. I wish I had to turn my live share button on. Y'all could have joined in with us. What up, y'all? I got 6 people in this bitch. Woo! Why did shit say 53? Whatever. Anyway. Alright, let me get one more card though. I had got two. We got Libra and a square. No, I'm not pulling all these. Wait a minute. I had got three came out. I just want one. Y'all only got like 25 minutes. Okay, we got the fifth house came out. That's that Leo house. 5 in general. Y'all know that's y'all internal emotions and shit like that. So we have Cancer, which is obviously that's in the sun at the moment. Cancer is your emotional stability type shit. This is how you find emotional stability. Pay attention to that right now. This is a good time to pay attention to it. And we got the second house. Value it. Value it. Make it be something that's valuable, like actually care about the kind of the stuff that's in that emotional bank or that can emotionally affect you. And it's in the fifth, and we also got the fifth house, which is your entertainment and extroverted type of behavior patterns or whatnot. Let me pull. I don't know what this is trying to get at yet though. I don't get it yet, and I hope I get it before my 30 minutes is up. I'm gonna put it right here. We got people in this chat today. What up, Blazing Mellow? I'm gonna pull some number cards real quick. You know, I just felt the need to jump on. I didn't really feel the need. I just felt like jumping on. I didn't have anything in particular I wanted to talk about. Nothing that was like sparked anything specifically. I just felt like it. And then when I looked at my chart, Gemini was in the moon. This came out in the reverse. So this is two energies that's ugly as fuck. Because you see, this is not the aligned two. I don't know which one it is yet, but I do know it's not in its aligned position, and it's in the reverse. So let's see what that's about. Then we had the second house come out too. So it could be your value systems going against certain things in the status quo type shit, or certain things that has already been like established and built and sturdy on, and you changing your values regarding this, which is affecting your emotional health type shit. I don't know. I'm just talking. But it's all relevant though. One way or another, if you know how to look at shit, you'll find how these things are relatable to you. But let's not make things that's not actually your situation. Well, I don't even read like that. I don't read to the point in a way to where just certain people can resonate, because I don't get specific like that. So damn, why all this shit in the reverse? Do I got the deck upside down? Yeah, well, not really. Four came out in the reverse too. This ugly as fuck. This somebody trying to circle the square. This somebody trying to square the circle. I don't know what they trying to do, but it's in the reverse. Whatever is going on logically, these things have like stripped. It's like a strip screw. You're trying to use too much logic to the point where you're not even a human no more. So you're not a human again. So you're not like a person. You don't have any kind of compassion for actual shit going on. This is the house energy too, with the number, it being the number 4. Like I said, it's a lot of reconstructing going on in the heart space or in the home space, or maybe it should be organization happening. Some compartmentalizing of how you feel about things and why you feel about them and should you feel about them. Like organize those things within yourself. Don't logicalize these things too much. Actually feel what the proper position of these things are, because you're going to strip the screw and nobody will understand you at all. Like you won't even have a group of people who also got their screws stripped, because it's not even in the upright. It's in the reverse. So because it's like people who watch me, for instance, or people who I resonate with, we already are like unconventional. So if you have tried to make sense out of things, not using your spiritual senses and just trying to still use that old 3D square box mentality, yet you have decided that you're not a part of the status quo, you're gonna be doing things really, really backwards, and there won't be any manifestation coming to that, because it's not anything that's actually like natural for real. That ain't the word I want to use though. But it's not something that's like actually it would be la la land. It's like, for an example, it would be like me using my mental witchcraft on something regarding somebody else. Like I'm finna wear this color today. Hopefully it'll spark something in that person. Like you doing that backwards. that's like two logics make a feminine. Two masculines make feminine. You know what I'm saying? They debunk each other, and like it's like two dicks trying to come together. But I'm not trying to say that yet. Let's pull one more card real quick. Y'all, please let me know when it's 3 o'clock. Well, you ain't gotta let me know, but I got my clock covered up so I can't see it. Why the fuck everything want to come in reverse? I don't even want that. Everything coming in the reverse. It was the one in the reverse. I don't want it. I want to start all the way over. I'm finna pull another one and see if this bitch come in the reverse. Because we got one, but the one that came in the reverse is in the solution space though. Excuse me. It is in the solution space. It came in the reverse. I kept pulling because I didn't want no damn. I don't want all that flunked out ass energy. So this came out. This is a solution and it's in the upright. Okay, thank you, spirit. So let's read down real quick. Let's read down. First, we got the number 2 reversed, and it's in its, let me see, inhibited space. So we know that the 2 is when you relate to something else, or when you become aware of something else, or something else becomes aware of you, and now y'all both have this reciprocation of awareness towards each other. But with this number 2 being in its inhibited space, it says the 2 stands in a world full of doubts and insecure of its decision. It doesn't know which way to go or how to act because you're not. This is a lack of relatability. You are aware of something else, but you don't even want to act like it exists. It could be you know how you have those underlying feelings of what you could have going on is not going to end up positive, or something is ahead that you may not fully see but you can feel it, and this is you going against that emotion. Well, this is one way to look at it. This is you going against that intuition or that foresight and acting like it doesn't fucking exist, when that's you not being relatable to your environment and your atmosphere for real type shit, because that'll leave you not knowing where to go or how. That's that intuition. Not is you have an intuition, but not really being able to process is, or maybe not having the experience to know that you should abide by what you feel. You feel me? Because this is moving backwards, in this is moving backwards from the flow that it should be flowing towards. And not saying that you got to go with the flow with everything, but you have to go with the flow of what makes actual sense, because you're in a world with other things that go by the same principles of actual life and what makes sense in that in nature. So you know what I'm saying? It's like this energy is full of doubts and is insecure about its decisions because it has nothing to relate it to. It don't have any it doesn't have anything to it's another word for the shit. But it don't have nothing else to refer to in order to like have confirmation within itself. So guess what? If you are in this position and you actually are going against the actual grain for real, don't be confused about it. Just do the shit. Just go ahead on and be steadfast in going against the grain and see how that plays out. That's better than you being confused. Even if you're going towards the right direction, you won't get any wisdom or fulfillment as far as like the bird's eye view of the situation. Like sometimes you have to make mistakes in order to learn type shit. And I ain't telling you to make a mistake on purpose. This is you not even knowing what to do any goddamn way. So you got to make a decision, whether it be good or bad. Go ahead and make the decision and stick to it so that you can find out, one, if it was right or wrong, and two, whether it was right or wrong, you'll get the wisdom and the understanding and clarity for the next scenario that pops up that's similar to you having to decide between one thing or another or whatever. Okay? And hold on, we got to remember the astrology cards that we pulled out, because we pulled out Cancer, the second house, and the fifth house. So this is your emotions valuing certain things that you're entertained by. Maybe it's got to have something to do with that shit. Okay. Then we got what we had next. We had number 4 come out next. This ugly as fuck, and it's in the reverse. Hold on, let me see. Number 4 is aggressive and exaggerated. It looks aggressive. And the word is exaggerated, but the first thing came to my spirit was aggressive. So maybe it's demanding that people not use their heart because what you don't see it that way. Like you could be around religious people or people who's emotionally tied into politics or what's going on in the world around them, thinking that that's the only way, and they don't have any spiritual senses, and they could be frustrating the fuck out you, but you're not understanding the position that these people are in. Like you have to have some grace on people because they might just not know any better, and just by you having this frustration, that just lets you know just how much where you at with it for real. So you can't even hey, if you can't give other people grace, then guess what? The world and the environment and atmosphere and spirits won't give your ass grace, and then you'll be a strip screw all by yourself, not being able to explain logically what you got going on and what you're going through because it never made sense in the first place. And it didn't make sense in the first place only because it may have logically made sense, but the actual when you play certain things out, whether it's sensible from a book perspective or from a, like, if you were to decide from a distance, oh, I would take this route, you never know, it could be a detour right there, you won't know until you're actually in a situation. So you try to be so aggressive with whatever type of way you're looking at a situation, not taking into account the full perspective of the other people that you're relating to and the other people that's also privy to whatever is going on. This is exaggerated. So for being exaggerated, yeah, this is aggressive. It says completely devoid of any structure, the power, and then you may even be looking from the outside in, other people looking at you like you're erratic, like you don't even make no goddamn sense, even though you may make sense, but the way you're acting it out is, it's not gonna be, especially to a person or people who are not on the same wavelength. They're not finna feel you unless you actually are the example and you actually do the shit on your do the shit for people to see, and also stay in your own world without affecting others directly. I don't know if you feel what I'm saying. It's like doing you regardless, knowing that other people around you are living backwards as fuck, but you're not being so emotionally invested in them to where you act out, be erratic, or in your aura it shows that you are not cool with what's going on. No, don't give a fuck about what's going on. Only worry about what you have going on so that you can be the example and it can play out and everybody will be able to see, oh, that person was, they got something, they got it right. Like, okay, I see what they were coming from. They have to actually see it. They can't hear you and listen and think that it makes sense when they're not even in that world. They got to actually see the shit play out. Then it'll hit their heart space. Then it'll make them have something embedded inside of their own spirit because they experienced it and you were the source that made them have to experience certain shit. Then we got the one in its solution space. I'm talking fast because I know I ain't got that much time. But it was in their reverse. Oh, I forgot the other one was in reverse too. Anyway, it says connected to all things, including all direction. It sits radiantly quiet, consciously at the center, and is aware of its uniqueness and its individuality. True, you may be aware that you have the right idea, whether they notice it or not. But it's in the reverse because nobody can see that. Nobody, like, if you're not actually living this out loud, like, be unapologetically spiritual, be unapologetically individual and independent, even if other people around you feel like you probably need to do this. If you're really, like, that goes back to that number 2, making the decision, allowing people to make you waver in what you got going on. You coming across not even confident, yet you got this aggressive behavior, aggressive aura to you about what you believe in and how you see shit, but you're aggressive with it, but don't even, nobody sees any product out of it. So it's making you look like you are a know-it-all, like your ego, even if you do know what the hell you talking about. You ain't got to tell nobody. You can just move however you move and people will peek from you down. I wonder what they got going on. They kind of different. You ain't got to talk about it. Even when sometimes you be feeling like I'm trying to help people. What you call it? I'm trying to help them. I can see how they're fucking up. Man, fuck that. What about how you fucking up in the moment trying to worry about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you, and now you the one looking crazy in the long run, and even them flunked out ass people got community around them and you don't, because you haven't, like, actually tried to create experiences out of it so that other people will have no choice but to visibly see your heart on your sleeve because this is how you live or whatever the fuck. Then this is the 4th card. This ain't no vape, y'all, by the way. This is one of them puff air sticks. I want to sell these hoes too. I really do. I've been wanting to sell these hoes, but I never knew, this wasn't popular yet. But it's a herb. This got melatonin. I had ordered the wrong one. I meant to order the mullein stick. But it got herb in it. It got herb, ashwagandha, and some other shit. But anyways, I'm going to sell these hoes eventually. I'm gonna figure out, like, I found these on Alibaba. My mouth dry as hell. For $5 where they sell for $20, but it would only allow me to buy one at a time. Ain't that some bullshit? I guess they thought it was my first time ordering from there because when I went back up there to see if I could order something again, it was back to $20. Anyway, so this is the number 3. It's aligned. This is connectivity. This is where you want to be. So I guess this is why this card had to come out. Y'all know I usually only pull 3, but this is the 4th one. This is like the full. This is the circling of that square. What is needed is community, clarity, clear thoughts, connectivity. Because whether a person never heard the shit that you got to say or not, you can't help but to notice the truth. You can't help but to know, oh, that makes sense, even if you never heard it before. And even if your logic tells you, your 3D basic ass brain tells you that don't make sense, your heart knows what it knows. It knows the truth. And 3 is like the truth. This is an atmospheric thing. 3 says it's harmonically connected to the trigon. The active energy can be discerned in the triad of the sinus curve, whatever the fuck the sinus curve is. I guess that is. But it says it can what? Be discerned. So this is the number 3. 3 is that androgynous energy. 3, 6, 9, and 0. So it's not nothing that's actually that you can hold on to. It's just a knowing. It's just in the atmosphere, or it's in your aura, because you are atmosphere, and your aura is like that 3, 6, 9, and 0 energy. The shit that's on you that can't necessarily visibly be seen, but it can be discerned and felt with the heart, and it can be understood. And this is how you find the full clarity or whatever. I don't know what this got to do with it. I said that like that made sense. Hold on, because going back to all these, we do know that Gemini is in the moon right now, so this could be you having some type of emotional intelligence in the situation that you may find yourself in at the moment, that is causing a disconnect with what you're relating to and making you look like you got a big ass ego. And also, meanwhile, you're stripping the screw, disconnecting connections, and burning bridges, tearing up relationships, or tearing up potential opportunities based on the attitude, for real, or the lack of relatability, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you got to disconnect from certain energies in order to be an individual, but it's like how you're doing it may not be it may not fall into place like you would want it to. It's not aligned, for real. Like I said, this is you trying to convince somebody, or looking down on somebody, or just assuming that they're dumb because of what they seemingly got going on with their religion or politics, what they pay attention to, and shit like that. And let's not forget, the 5th house came out. That's entertainment. Maybe what they're entertained by. You don't know, a person could be entertained by something and also actively studying it. I do that shit, and maybe it's an excuse for me, but I like watching certain shit that's could be toxic or low vibrational. But the way I balance that out when I'm bored to watch it, and sometimes when I'm not bored, I actually do be studying that shit. I be trying to notice the behavior patterns of shit. And I learn lessons out of I learn them out of cartoons. We know that. Y'all know that. Y'all is hip. But connecting the dots on why you're even that may be what that is about. Finding out why you even have this, if this is for you, have this type of dynamic going on between you and your environment and what you're relating to, and your ego being expanded, being able to see that other people looks at you like, oh, this bitch thinks she just know it all. Bitch, I do know it all. But you ain't got to say that though. You can just show it in your behavior and how your life unfolds right before their eyes, type shit. You don't got to say nothing. Like the other day, I was in the car with my grandmama, and I was trying to turn down the street. Well, I was trying to turn in the parking lot, and it was a car that jumped in front of me. I'm like, man, why you do that? And she was like, why you even get in this lane at all? Because you can't turn right there. I'm knowing. Yes, I can. But I ain't say nothing, though. I was just driving, and then the car finally moved, and I turned in my spot and got there in 2 seconds, where going her route would have been 15 minutes. But the point is, I didn't get no attitude. I just was like, well, okay. I ain't say that. It could have been an attitude that I didn't say nothing, but my attitude was justified once I turned into the street, type shit. So it'll be justified once a person can see, oh, you know what you got going on. Now I'm finna pull one more deck. What time is it? What time? Ooh, shit, I got 5 minutes. Okay. Let me pull another deck real quick. Last one. I wasn't intending on coming on live, though, so I would have timed myself a little bit better than this, but whatever. Hold on. Okay, what deck we finna pull out of? I don't want to pull out the Prism Oracle. I may should, because if I pull out of one of those other decks, I really want to go in on it, and I ain't got the time. Nah, we ain't gonna do that. I was gonna pull out this dark deck. I don't got the book, but y'all know I don't read out the book, that book no more any motherfucking way. So, hold up, now my damn box about to break. Wait a minute. All right, I just pulled out the Prism Oracle per usual. Next time I'm gonna pull out a more complex book deck. I mean, but this was just me enjoying my pastime. Oh, we got Space came out. Space is 0. That's androgynous. This is the place before you even had the womb. This is where the womb was formed out of. 0 ain't even the womb. It's nothing. That's all space is. Then we got happiness. Okay. One more card. Why this one like that? No, we're not doing it. And then guess what? Guess what card was faced up? Anger. The opposite of happiness. But we're not gonna pull that one because we're not filling this space up with anger. Now we may have become aware of the space based on our anger, but we're not gonna continue to place anger in it. Faith. You're on point. We're rearranging my energies to be in a better pursuit of things. I'm glad you said that because I almost forgot. We're rearranging things, right? I really want to pull one more because I made Faith come out. It didn't pop out like the other two did. But come on, y'all. Come on, cards. I got to go. I got 2 minutes, but I'm look, I'm be 5 minutes late to where I gotta go. Okay. Creativity. That's better than, well, I ain't gonna say it's better than Faith, but it's similar to Faith because Faith is also purple, damn near the same purple. So this is what we're gonna feel. After you organize shit, you'll find yourself with a lot of space, right? Whether this is some internal type of things or this is a physical, you're reorganizing your house or room. But we're not gonna refill the space up with the same shit. No, we're not gonna do that. We may fill it up with happiness and creativity, your own pictures and stuff. But once you find yourself with some empty space after you compartmentalize certain things and now you have cleared out certain shit, don't pull, because a lot of this space that you found, a lot of this space that you have came from anger, being that anger tried to peep his ass out. But we're not going to hold on to that energetic signature when it comes to that space. Say it's a actual space in my house that something negative happened in, and after it's cleaned up, I do not want to remember that space in that manner. I want to remember it with something different. So we're going to replace those thoughts and feelings, transmute those things to its polarity, and then equalize them out. It don't matter what the fuck happened. It don't matter what is going on. You have a good, bad, and equalized perspective to look at that. So I'm a need for you or whoever or whatever to find the opposite the opposite polarity of whatever the negative energy was. Find that's automatically going to equalize that shit up, because you also know that something negative happened, so it can't all just be happiness. And what is that? That's you blending the energies, or blending your emotions and thoughts and feelings and shit. Then we had Faith to come out. Y'all know what Faith is. How many circles? 6, 9, hold on, 6, 9, 10. This is a full 10. This is a 1. This is you creating something out of nothing. This is how you do it with your happiness, or with you creating happiness out of the empty space. You have to have faith. You got to believe it first. You have to see it. A lot of times you can, for instance, not attempting. I am not, let me keep that to myself. That's my business. But whenever you're trying to stop something or start something, believe it first and visualize it, imagine it, write it down, say it out loud. This is how you create you even having something to have faith on. Like, you got to have, and this, equals up to a one. That's something that's external, something that's tangible, touchable, something that's actually what's the word? The fuck is the word? Y'all know what I'm saying? But it's something that's you. I don't see the need in having faith in something that ain't even something. I want to have faith in something that's actually an idea, something that I'm trying to bring to fruition, or something. So you got to have something to have faith in, and we're replacing this empty space with happiness. How do you have faith in that? You create something in your mind, extend it to the physical realm with creativity. Damn, my phone about to die. And you have faith in that type shit. Now, I got the message out, and I got to the point, and I got the dip, y'all. I fuck with y'all. I really want to stay on a lot longer, bro, but I got to go. I got shit to do. Damn. I should have been came on. Cause this could have been like an hour and a half live. I be forgetting sometimes to look at the transit charts. Oh, hold on. Let me see something. I just want to see. I got about 2 minutes. I want to see what the book say about space. Space says you may feel alone. Where is that? You may feel alone and like you can get lost here. But it is important for you to remember that you can fill this space. Exactly. What is it that you are looking to fill your life with? Is it certain types of people? A new project? How can you take action towards your goal? The void is only temporary space, and it's ready to be filled. So obviously, you have done some organization, you have done some reconstructing, or you're in the middle of that and you're creating space. That's a positive thing. Don't feel alone. Be glad your ass is alone, because now that lets you know you got space to do something different. So let's see what happiness say real quick. Happiness says, happiness is one of the most beautiful feelings, as if the world is shimmering around you, but we seldom acknowledge when we're feeling good and instead focus on what we're feeling bad about. And anger literally was in reverse in the deck. Like it was face up with all the other cards were face down, like trying to still pull out the negative part subconsciously. Because that, why was that card even like that? The only card in the goddamn deck, making sure that the anger still be acknowledged. No, let's let that go. Like, let it go. Let the shit go. And focus on what's positive or what's good about the situation. And it's by default going to balance it out, because now you're aware of both ends of the spectrum. And it says, but we seldom acknowledge when we're feeling good and instead focus on what we're feeling bad about. So take this time to cherish your happiness. Really experience it. Right. What we're just talking about, actually experience that shit out loud. Be spiritually, unapologetically spiritual. Be unapologetically independent, an individual. Be your fucking self regardless. Test yourself. Doing stuff that you know that you would do if nobody was looking, but do it and don't give a fuck if somebody's looking. Like, actually make that an intention. I'm finna do this because I just want to do it, even if it ends up being stupid, even if your intention is off, because that intention is not aligned with the actual. I ain't gonna tell y'all. No, I ain't gonna tell y'all do that. But you know what I'm saying? It's mental witchcraft. This is how you test yourself and build your muscles. You have to intentionally do these things that's uncomfortable. Or they don't have to be uncomfortable. It's something that you are new to, and you don't even realize that this is how you created in the material perspective of it. Now let me pull out faith and creativity. What time for? 3:04. Creativity says we all have the capacity. Really, I had faith first. Faith says this card. Oh shit, my bad, y'all. Faith says this card isn't about belief in a higher power, although if that is part of your practice, you are welcome to infuse it here. It's more about trusting that no matter what, things will be okay. This is an idea that's much larger than yourself. An idea, something that's actual. My mouth dry as fuck. Things are moving and shifting all the time, so just keep working towards your goal, whatever it may be, and know that the outcome will lead you exactly where you need to be. You got to have something to know, though. You can't just know and just say, oh, everything's going to be okay. What's going to be okay? How is that going to be okay? And what do you need to do to make it be okay? Like, are you actually doing something? Or change your mind and say, well, guess what? Next week, this ain't going to be happening because I know I'm going to be doing this. Something. You got to have something, though. And then creativity, it says, we all have the capacity to be creative and express ourselves. Do not shy away from engaging in creative acts. Be unapologetically unique, independent, spiritual, and an individual, whatever. when you're feeling inspired, it's important to embrace that magic spark and excitement and enjoy the process, the creative process. Exactly. All right, my people, I must leave you now. I will attempt to get on later on this week. I don't like getting on live back to back like every day. I don't know why that's not for me though. Because it seems like when I do that, it be a force. I be trying to make myself be that person that goes live often. And that's just not me right now. Like, so, but I will attempt to get on a little later. Light my chat up. I'm finna go, y'all. Driving off as we speak. See y'all later. Bye.